5 people have been killed in Ecuador in clashes between police and protesters in demonstrations against cuts to fuel subsidies. The protests have paralyzed the nation's transportation system and other public services for over a week. CGTN's Dan Collins has more from the capital, Quito.
The stance of the indigenous movement here in Quito has toughened even more after a night of clashes with the police across the country left even more casualties. And Ecuador's Human Rights Ombudsman's office has confirmed that 5 people have died as a result of the clashes on Wednesday night, including one indigenous leader. And the mood here in the Casa del Pueblo theatre, where thousands of indigenous people have gathered, is angry and defiant. And the main indigenous federation, CONAE, has said that there will be no negotiation with the government until it repeals the decree which was passed last week, which sparked the worst unrest that Ecuador has seen in at least a decade. That decree caused a spike in fuel prices, which has caused widespread protests across the country. They are also demanding the resignation of the Interior and Defense Minister, and that Ecuador pull out of a deal it has made with the IMF, the financial institution. Meanwhile, some 8 policemen have been detained inside this theatre by the indigenous movement, and the chances of negotiation between the protesters and the government at this stage seems even more remote.